I'm still in touch with my interviewers. Even if you don't go to the schools you interviewed, send them an email what school you decided to attend. Maintaining a good relationship with this kind of people can only benefit you. Ding, grad school. Now, I'm going to move on to this is how I did it. Number 1, check out where you are going to be interviewed a day before. Number 2, arrive 30 minutes early. Number 3, give him a gigantic smile. Start out with the how are you and smoothly begin the interview. Number 4, don't sit too comfortably. Sit straight up and never express that you are relaxed. Number 5, upon hearing the question, don't answer right away. Take some time to think about it carefully, and that's all you need to do. Number 6, when you reach a halftime, ask for a break. Don't just say, let's get a break. Say something like, may I get a glass of water? And ask him questions about things on his table. Number 7, ask if there is a Q&A at the end. Ask these following questions. What are the names of celebrities that graduated from this school? And if they ended up at a different school, do you think they would have been as successful? The interviewer may answer it with confidence that it was not the school that led them to success, but their willingness to take an advantage of college education. Here's the second question that I asked. Let's say if you ended up at a different school, do you think you could have gone this far in life? He somewhat liked my question, but said at the end of the interview that the question mentally damaged him. Of course, as a joke. Number 8, I asked for his name card after the interview. And number 9, about a week later, I sent him a thank you card along with my senior portrait. Now I'm going to move on to school grades come first. I value my GPA more than my SAT scores. So this is how I organize my GPA and SAT. During my freshman year, in order to maintain a good GPA, I took CP courses rather than honors. Since I was taking easy classes, I memorized a bunch of SAT vocabs. Now I think about it, I should have taken honor courses and expressed how much I'm ready for college. When memorizing SAT vocab, have a standard way of memorizing them, like making flashcards. I had no standards memorizing them, therefore it took me a while. Let's move down to my sophomore year. This year is when I started to take honor courses, therefore maintaining a high GPA like my freshman year became very difficult and challenging. This point of your life is very important because the colleges first look at your sophomore and junior year grades, but keep in mind they also look at your freshman and senior year grades as well. I highly recommend Princeton Review SAT prep class and other SAT classes run by Koreans. Princeton Review SAT prep class was organized and took a good care of its students, and that is how I improved my SAT score. If the SAT score does not improve, it will give you a full refund. Let's move down to my junior year. This year is when I started to take AP courses. If you pass AP tests by getting 3, 4, or 5, definitely mention those scores on your college application. If you did not pass the test by getting 1 or 2, you can still mention the scores as it is recommended by my AP teachers, but I did not mention the ones that I did not pass. If you want to get good scores on your AP test, start preparing for them approximately a month before the test by buying AP preparation books. You can still get good scores by simply focusing on things that you learned in class, but the scores will be much higher if you get those books. There are many good AP preparation books out there, but I don't recommend Baron, as it is not recommended by some of my high school teachers. AP courses grades weigh more than AP test scores. According to College Board, AP courses grades take about 80% of incoming freshman enrollment decision, while SAT represented around 60%. You can learn more about PSAT, SAT, and AP exams at www.collegeboard.com. Last but not least, let's take a look at my senior year. The grades of your senior year are not part of the college application process, but some private schools do ask for your first semester of your senior year grades. But for UC, You just have to send completed senior year grades to the school you picked. If you have a grade below C, you must report it to the college right away that you are planning to attend. Even with an acceptance letter, you can still get rejected if your senior grades are low. Now I'm going to talk about summer school. One of the greatest ways to spend your long summer is a summer school. On top of that, you can also attend a conference or seminar that has some connections with your interest. I took JSA program, which stands for Junior State of America, at Stanford University for 1 month, and I got a chance to meet with a lot of politicians from state and local level. JSA is an organization that selects numerous number of high school students to build their political awareness through forming a discussion group and meeting with people who work for the state government. The program gives AP Government and Communication courses credits, so will impact your high school GPA. It is a good program, but I rather recommend you to take summer programs at a local community college. I don't think it's worth the cost. You can pick up good summer programs through your counselor or career center counselor. In your college application, express how you creatively and interestingly spend your summer. Because my interest has been politics, I took speech communication 1 and 2 during summer. My interest to help out deaf people influenced me to take American Sign Language 1 and 2 courses. Keep in mind that the courses you take at a community college has a direct connection with your high school GPA. Taking a good care of summer school grades was relatively easier than taking care of JSA program courses. You can always take easy classes to get an A, but if you want to spend your summer more interestingly, take courses that you are interested in and expand your horizon. Let's talk about extracurricular activities. I started volunteering at a local hospital since 8th grade, and I proved to colleges how actively I was involved for a long time. By the time I quit, I reached over 500 hours of service. On top of this, I also volunteered at Korean school and Catholic church upon entering high school. Focus on 2 or 3 things that you can do for a long term. I interned at Senator Leland E's campaign office when he was running for state senate, and I learned a lot about campaigning and fundraising strategies. ASB represents the entire school, so if you win an ASB election, you are required by law to join leadership class. If you didn't win the ASB election, then you can join the class by filling out an application form that requires personal essays and interview. Anyone can join student class council, and it selects office during an election. Unlike ASB election where everybody votes, SCC election is only voted by the students in the class. The offices are divided into 4: president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary, just like ASB. I received $10 an hour at YDI, which is Youth Development Initiative, preparing for workshops valuing the importance of teen voice in our community. I hosted a workshop at Sacramento and met few state-level senators and assembly members. I joined ASB because I wanted to, and I went to community college to take courses I love, and I attended leadership conference because I desire to become a well-respected leader. UCLA loved things I did during my high school career, and that is how I got accepted to UCLA. Clearly express yourself in college essays and take good care of your GPA and SAT. Then I'm very confident that you will get into the school of your dream. There are 3 things to keep in mind when writing a really good college essay. Number 1, do a good job outlining your essay. Number 2, content of your essay should be clean, clear, and concise. Number 3, there should be no grammatical errors. I saw a lot of my friends taking college essay courses at SAT prep classes, but this is not really necessary. Just read the topic and honestly express how you feel and think about it. As long as you follow the 3 things I mentioned here, you will do a fine job. You will see what I mean when you take a look at my college essays. There's nothing really special about my essay. It is simply written from the bottom of my heart. If I get another chance, I want to express what I actually learned from these places. I did a good job explaining about these programs. but not a fine job explaining what I actually learned. Unlike the first essay, this one talks about what I learned through MRT. The only missing part is that I did not talk much about game competition experiences. One of my friends wrote about how taking a shower reflects her day, and she fixes things that went wrong and congratulates with things that went well. Other friend wrote about a conversation with his grandfather while playing chess and how this conversation taught him about life. The essay topic is solely about you, so open up your heart and write who do you think you are.